presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. As the cat decides that she's leaving. Oh, look at the look I get. Isn't that something? Yes, you can cuddle them, but what a filthy look. Hi there, my name is Ron Juckett. Welcome to the program. You look like Gardner when I tell him I'm doing baseball. And welcome back to our 1949 replay. Today, a doubleheader. 2 for the price of 1, the 4th of July. It is not a Saturday in the park, it's a Monday. July 4th, 1949. And we will feature both games of the Philadelphia Phillies Brooklyn Dodgers doubleheader. The Dodgers 4.5 behind the first place St. Louis Cardinals. And for the Phils, they really need both of these games. They are 7 games out of first place. All-Star game a week from Wednesday night, so the last week of the first half of the 49 season. And you get a double dip. It's Preacher Rowe and Kurt Simmons in Game 1 next. As Retro Sports Network presents Major League Baseball Replay 1949. Tonight, a doubleheader from Ebbets Field in Brooklyn, New York, as the Brooklyn Dodgers face the Philadelphia Phillies. And tonight's game is brought to you by DigitalDice.com, the best darn podcast on the web for your sports simulation and replay needs. Find us today on Spreaker, Spotify, iTunes, not all one word, or wherever else fine podcasts are listed. And so off like a herd of thundering turtles here for the next couple hours. Preacher Rowe gets the call for Game 1. He is 8-3 with a 3.66 ERA. Shad is his nickname. He must have liked to fish. 34 years old, a fastball pitcher at 82, and a flyball plus pitcher. He started twice against the Phillies so far. 12 in the third innings, 12 hits, 6 runs, all earned. He walked 2 and struck out 11. He is 1-1 against the Phillies with an ERA of 4.38. He gets the call. In fact, the last time he pitched was against the Phillies in Philadelphia. 3 in the third innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, all earned. He walked 1 and struck out 3. So in the replay so far, 98 in the third innings, 106 hits, 12 homers, 43 runs, 40 earned. He's walked 20 and struck out 48. And this will be the lineup he'll face in Game 1. The Phillies, by the way, 40-35. They will hit halfway today. The Dodgers are 41-31. They will hit halfway sometime this week. Richie Aspirin leads off at center field for the Phils. Grant Hamner at short will bat second. Mr. Sizzler makes you hungry, doesn't it? Yeah, it's time for the opening face-off. Gardner, brought to you by Tasty King. Sizzler will... You got me all discombobulated. Play first and hit third. Del Ennis in left will play left. He cleans up. Lapata behind the plate for the Phils will hit fifth. Holmig, we saw him last week. Yeah, good buffet at the Sizzler, absolutely. D. Snyder might have been born in 1949. I don't know. Holmig is in right. He'll go sixth. Puddinhead Jones at third will bat seventh. Caballero is the second baseman. He'll go eighth, and Kurt Simmons on the mound will throw 105 pitches and bat ninth. Olmo is in left, not Elmo, just in case Gardner wonders. Olmo, a 2 and a 6 in left for the Dodgers as we set the defense. Duke Snyder, a 9 and an 8. So it really is D. Snyder. Of course, his name is Duke. Carl Furillo, an 8 and a 10 in right. I love it when the jokes backfire on Gardner. Billy Cox, a 5 at third. Pee Wee Reese, a 9 at short. Jackie Robinson, an 8 at second. Gil Hodges, a 9 at first. Campanella gets the call in Game 1. He's a 9 and a 6 behind the plate. And Mr. Rowe, Chad, is a 6 with a 9.44 fielding percentage. And yes, in Game 2, you can get your Tickle Me Olmo bobblehead dolls. Ashburn, Whitey at 263, a homer, and 29 RBI. A rainy day in Brooklyn and a hot one, 85 degrees. 2 for the price of 1. Starts with a ground ball to short. Reese over to Hodges, 1 out. So the Dodgers 41-31, the Phillies 40-35, and everybody looking up at St. Louis, who has a doubleheader today at Wrigley Field. Grant Hamner at 248, a homer, and 29 RBI. To third, Cox across the way, 2 out. So here's Dick Sizzler, and you can get a good buffet at your local neighborhood Sizzler. 278, 3 homers, and 13 RBI. Rowe can go about 135 pitches. Sisler strikes out. He swings and misses at a fastball on an 0-2 pitch, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the first in Game 1. No score. So Kurt Simmons making his 13th start of the year. He's only got 1 left. He'll go to the pen. He's only 20 years old. Fastball pitcher at 91. And the ground ball pitcher. Against the Dodgers, this is his 3rd start of the year. 11 2/3 innings. 14 hits. How you doing, Tribe fan? 6 runs all earned. He walked 4 and struck out 10. He's 1-1 against the Bums with a 4.63 ERA. His last start came against the Dodgers on the 29th. 5 2/3 innings and a loss. 8 hits, 5 runs, all earned. He walked 4 and struck out 4. So 4-2 with a 2.68 ERA, 77 in the 3rd innings. 65 hits, 27 runs, 23 earned. He's walked 20 and struck out 51. Here's the lineup he'll face. Pee Wee Reese leads off at short. Billy Cox will play 3rd and bat 2nd. Carl Furillo in right will hit 3rd. Jackie Robinson, chasing 400, cleans up at 2nd. Gil Hodges at 1st will bat 5th. Tickle Me Olmo is in left. He'll go 6th. Roy Campanella catching and batting 7th. Duke Snyder with the lefty Simmons on the mound slides down to 8. That will be twisted for your sister, I'm sure. And Preacher Rowe, through 13 pitches in the 1st, will bat 9th. Defensively for the Phils in Game 1, Del Ennis a 7-7 in left. Richie Ashburn a 10-8 in center. Mr. Holmig is a 3-7 in right. Willie Jones is a 9 at 3rd. Hamner a 5 at short. Caballero is a 4 at 2nd. And Duke Snyder wants to rock. Sing it, Gardner. Sizzler a 5 at 1st. Lopata a 6 and a 4 behind the plate. And Simmons a 2 on the mound. He's just not going to take it anymore. Somewhere on a computer in eastern Massachusetts, somebody is just laughing their brains out. Here's Pee Wee Reese. No, did not throw at his own kid. Duke was a nice guy. Pee Wee at 322. 8 homers and 55 RBI. Helps if I put the right place. Here's a fly ball to left center. Ennis, 1 out. Again, a rainy day here in Brooklyn. 85 degrees. It will get warmer. And the wind blowing out to left center at 7. Here's Cox. Pretty much the 3rd baseman the rest of the way now. 203, 3 homers and 17 RBI. Ground ball to 3rd. Jones across the way for the out. See what the cat wants to do. Dave, you'd love the look she gave me on her face when I did the intro. Here's Carl Furillo, 328. 15 homers and 78 RBI. I guess I've been forgiven. She's going to go cuddle again. Right up the box over to 1st, and that will retire the side. So Brooklyn goes down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 1, no score. So Ennis, Lopata, and Holmig Ennis at 298. 10 homers and 55 RBI. Ground ball, base hit, right side. First base runner for anybody. Belongs to the Phillies. Here's Stan Lapata. 281. 2 homers. 13 RBI. Into right center field. Ferrillo really doesn't have to move. And this goes back to first. 1 out for Stan Holmig. Stan, looking like you caught him daydreaming at break time. Stan at 304, a homer, and 14 RBI. Into left field. Back goes Olmo in the corner. Makes the catch. 2 out for Willie Jones. 247, 8 homers, 45 RBI. 2 out, top the second, no score. Into center field. Snyder will make the catch, and that will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. Phillies leave a runner on. We go to the bottom of the second, no score. So here's Jackie Robinson, 394, 10 homers, 19 doubles, and he's driven in 62 and scored 61 times, which is pretty good out of the 4-hole. He will chop this one in front of the plate. Lapata picks it up and will just let Robinson have the single. So an excuse me swing. And there's 1 on for Hodges at 337. 9 homers and 56 RBI. Is this the original Monday Night Baseball? Normally, we're supposed to do hockey, but it's July 4th, 1949, and a doubleheader. So this would be, it is a Monday, but it would be holiday baseball. There goes Robinson to throw down to Caballero. Not in time, and that's number 18 for Robinson. So the Dodgers, how you doing, Buck? Have a runner in scoring position and an 0-1 count to Gil Hodges. In the left center field, Ashburn makes the catch. Robinson will tag, goes to third without a throw, 1 out. I'm doing fine, thanks. Contrary to popular belief, this is not Tickle Me Elmo, but Louie, who we had his first game ever. And if I remember, last Monday night, he was the second player from Puerto Rico to make the bigs. Anyway, he's 2 for 4 with an RBI. And it's a ground ball to Jones. Robinson will score. The throw to first. I made that joke last week. And it's 1-0 Dodgers. No, that's not Guy Caballero. The guy running around the wheelchair is me, not the second baseman for the Phils. Here's Roy Campanella, 320. 12 homers and 41 RBI. Dodgers on the board here in the second. In the left field, Ennis will make the catch, and that will retire the side. Dodgers get a run on the Robinson single. No errors, and they don't leave anybody on. We go to the third. It's 1-0 Brooklyn. No, it's Putzi Caballero, who I believe we agreed last week sounds like somebody you'd find in a Bond movie. Hitting 328 and 10 RBI. And about to finish his year with the Phillies. There's a fly ball to right. Ferrillo, 1 out. Here's Kurt Simmons at 200 on the year with an RBI. So baseball for you tomorrow at noon, prime time on Wednesday, and Thursday at noon. Pitch to Simmons. Ground ball to Robinson, jacking in the hole over to first for the out. Pace yourself, Gardner. Get those, space out those insults. So, first 9 for Preacher Rowe in 2 2/3 innings. 28 pitches, a hit, and a strikeout. No tap bowling. Oh, is that with the gutters filled? What's no tap? Ashburn is 0 for 1. And Richie slaps that one into left field. That's extra bases. He's going for 2, and he gets his 10th double of the year. And I'll bring up Hamner, who's 0 for 1. So Phils have a runner in scoring position. First to 2 here tonight between the Phillies and the Dodgers. Pitch to Hamner. There's a fly ball left field. Back goes Olmo, and that ball is tickled for a home run. That is off the facing of the second deck, and the Phillies go up 2-1. So a second of the year, don't call him Granny, call him a home run hitter. And again, the Phils really need these games. I didn't just say that? Say what? Okay. Knocked down 9 and it counts for a strike. Oh! Yes. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Complained to my manager, Dave Gardner at digitaldice.com. Oh, so you knocked down 9 and it counts for a strike. Nice! You had 8 in a row last week, 5 no-taps. That's awesome! So Sisler struck out his first time up. The Phils are up 2-1 now. Ground ball to Hodges. Takes it to the bag himself, and that will retire the side. But Mr. Hamner put one in the left field, and the Phillies are on the board. 2 runs, 2 hits, and no errors. We go to the bottom of the third here in game 1. 2-1 Phils. So here is Duke, don't call me D. Snyder. He's sitting on a 10-game hitting streak. Preacher Rowe and Pee Wee Reese to follow. Duke at 285, 14 homers, and 44 RBI. I bet fun now because you can score a decent game. Tired of those 109 games. Pitch to D is a fly ball to shallow center. Ashburn comes in, and this Snyder wants to swing, not rock. 1 out for Preacher Rowe at 108. No homers and 4 RBI. Ground ball, base hit, left side. Ennis picks it up. Second hit for the Dodgers. And that'll bring up Pee Wee Reese. Simmons, his first 9 on 24 pitches. 2 in the third innings. And 2 hits. The run is earned. Pee Wee 0 for 1. Ground ball to Hamner. Might be no only play is to first. Reese is retired. Rowe will move to second. And there's 2 out for Billy Cox, who's 0 for 1. Yeah, Snyder batting 8th because of the lefty. Has played lineups here. 8 righties in the lineup for Brooklyn and Duke Snyder. And we'll take a look the next time Duke is up to see what the splits were. Rowe is a lefty, and Ashburn and Sisler are 1 and 3 in the lineup. Pitch to Cox is 0 for 1. Ground ball to third. Jones snap throw to first, and Cox beat it out. So an infield single and 2 out for Furillo. So Rowe the tying run on third. 2-1 Phillies after the home run by Hamner. Furillo 0 for 1. Line drive to Calabero, and he will make the catch to retire the side. The Dodgers, no runs, 2 hits. They strand 2, no errors. After 3, it's the Phillies 2, the Dodgers 1. So Ennis, Lopata, and Holmig. Dell singled his first time up. Because of all those powerful right-handed hitters of the Dodgers, Spahn very seldom started games in Ebbets Field, kind of like Whitey at Fenway, right? And yep, the righties, although the average is minus 5%, you got a 48% better chance of hitting a home run. The lefties, it's minus 16. And before we forget, first game of a doubleheader. Everybody has a doubleheader today. The Cardinals are 3.5 up on the Braves. The Dodgers are 4.5 back. They're 25-8, however, here at Ebbets Field. The Phillies have lost 7 of 10. They're 7 back. The Giants 8.5 back. Pittsburgh right around 500. Chicago and Cincinnati has slid back into last place. Brad will have a few words about that at some point. American League, the Yankees have won 8 of 10, but the Indians have won 8 straight. And so the Yankee lead is 3. Washington 4 back. The Tigers 8 back. The A's 34 and 40. The Red Sox have moved to Montreal. St. Louis, the Browns have lost 4 straight, and the Chi Sox are awful. They're 29 and 44. So the only team with a winning record in all of baseball is the Boston Braves at 20 and 19. Ennis singled his first time up into right center field. That ball is well struck. That ball is off the scoreboard. So Ennis has his 25th double of the year, and that's the 4th hit for the Phils. I wonder how many hitters in this game have a better batting average than Ohio University does shooting percentage. 321 rounded up. I knew Jim Command, whose first hit in the bigs was a grand slam in Ebbets off of Carl Oiskin in 1954 in left center field. Cool. Lapata into center. Snyder rides the Schwinn, makes the catch. Ennis will go to third, and Snyder can't take it anymore. He just throws it in the infield. So runner on third is Ennis. 1 out for Holmig, who's 0 for 1. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4 for the Dodgers, and Caballero for the Phils. Thanks. Here's Holmig, and here's a ground ball right back to Rowe. Looks Ennis back to third, throws to first, 2 out. So here's Willie Jones. Pudd'nhead is 0 for 1. Warm enough here in Burlington today that we have all the windows open. Alexa, what's the temperature?
Right now, it's 62 degrees Fahrenheit. Hope you've had a good Monday.
I have, thank you.
You're welcome, Ron.
I eagerly await all the complaints in the comments because I've set off your speaker. Pitch to Jones is a base hit left field. Ennis will score. Pee-wee makes a rare poor play at short. And it's 3-1 Phils. So here's Putzi Caballero. He looks like he could play Bond, doesn't he? He's 0 for 1. No magical speaker in this household. You still on your staycation or you back to work, Tim? There's a snap throw to first, and Jones is back. Count is a ball and no strikes. Ball 4. So first and second, 2 out for Kurt Simmons, who's 0 for 1. So back to work today. So we'll entertain you at lunchtime tomorrow. Rose pitch. Struck him out. He got him on an 0-2 on the outside corner. Fastball at 81 struck him out, but the Phils get a big insurance run on 2 hits and no errors. Bottom of the 4th, 3-1 Philadelphia. So it'll be Robinson, Hodges, and Olmo. Jackie singled. He's up to 396. Scored and stole his 18th of the year. Ground ball to third. Jones on the wet grass. Throws to first, and Robinson beat it out. So Robinson is 2 for 2. And that'll bring up Hodges, who was retired his first time up. Snap throw to first. Robinson back, and we'll hit and run. Robinson goes. Hodges. The throw goes down to second, and they threw him out. Oh, the Phillies were tricky. They did a pitch out, and they got Robinson trying to steal. So Jackie pretty nonplussed about that. Made the first out on the base pass. You're not supposed to do that. The 1-0 to Hodges. A ground ball to Hamner over to Sisler. That was a double play ball anyway. 2 out for Louis Olmo. Sack fly his first time up, right? No, fielder's choice. Drove in the lone Dodger run. Ground ball to Hamner over to first, and that will retire the side. So, single leads to nothing. No runs, a hit, no errors. We go to the fifth, 3-1 Philadelphia. So the Preacher, 18 batters, 48 pitches, 4 innings, 5 hits. The home run to Hamner, who's on deck. All 3 runs are earned. He's walked 1 and struck out 2. There's a ground ball to Robinson over to first for the out. 1 out. Now 86 degrees, still a light rain. Hilda Chester and her cowbell staying dry under the eaves. All right, see you, Elvis. Good luck tomorrow. Have fun. Here's Hamner. Grant is 1 for 2. He homered in the third. His second of the year. Base hit left center field. Olmo and Snyder go for it, and that is a single. Louis fires it back in the infield. That's the 6th hit for the Phillies. And that'll bring up Sisler, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Pitch to Dick. Into right center field. Snyder coming in for the out. Hamner retreats 2 out for Ennis. I got to brag about my niece for a minute. My baby sister's 13-year-old girl. Been doing karate for 7 years. COVID kind of delayed in-person karate for a while, but today she earned her black belt, which is a pretty good accomplishment at any age. Dave Little, by the way, is a black belt in karate, I believe, too, or one of the martial arts. But McKenna got her black belt in karate today, so pretty happy about that. Ennis 2 for 2, single and a double. That's into left field. Back goes Olmo, and that one is off the wall. Hamner will hold at third. Ennis with the second double in a row, and yep, that did tickle Louis Olmo. Yeah, that's a great accomplishment, Jamie, for sure. So 2 out. Lopata at the plate. Stan is 0 for 2. Yeah. Hamner on third. Ennis on second. Pitch to Lopata is a slow roller to Reese. In the hole. Over to first. No, sir. That's a single. So it's 4-1 Philadelphia. On the infield hit. And this one's going south for Brooklyn. Here's Holmig. He's 0 for 2. Pitch. Got him. He got him on a 79-mile-an-hour fastball on the outside corner. A run on 3 hits and no errors. You're about to get the commercial. We're halfway home in game 1. It's the Phillies 4. The Dodgers 1. She'll be number 1 in her dojo soon. She's pretty pumped. Let me tell you. If you joined us late, here's how we got here. First of a doubleheader between the Phillies and the Dodgers on this July 4th. Del Ennis with a single in the second has an 11-game hitting streak. Louis Olmo with the fielder's choice put Brooklyn up 1-0 in the bottom of the second. Then Grant Hamner now has a 10-game hitting streak on her own. 2-run homer to make it 2-1 Phils. Willie Jones has singled to score Ennis in the fourth to make it 3-1. And Stan Lapata singled home Hamner to make it 4-1. Kurt Simmons making his next to last start of the year. 4-hitter through 4. And would you believe this? We've played half a game and only had 1 walk. Preacher Rowe, 8 hits through 5, 4 runs all earned. So here's Campanella. Roy is 0 for 1. Simmons deals. Line drive, left field. Ennis going way back there. Goodbye. Campanella leads off the bottom of the 5th with his 13th shot of the year. And it's 4-2 Philadelphia. Right down that line. And again, right-handers just taking advantage. Only the 5th hit for the Dodgers. Here's Snyder. He's 0 for 1. Hockey update from Rutcast. Brad Park's power play goal in the final minute gives the Rangers a win at home over the Sabres. Shootout? We doing shootout tonight? And so we're doing, if it is, it's the 70-71 season. And he's doing the whole thing, Marvin, the whole thing. So, yep, 70-71 shootout. So we'll keep you up to date as Dave plays that throughout this doubleheader. Pitch to Snyder, ball 4. So walk and the home run, and now bring up Rowe, who singled his first time up and is going to bunt. So Jones and Sizzler come in. Snyder on first, and the throw to first, and Snyder's back. So Rowe squares. He puts it down. Lapata's only plays to first. Caballero is there, and it goes 2-4 on the card, 1 out. Brings up Pee Wee Reese, who's 0 for 2. Simmons, 18 batters, 59 pitches, 4 1/3 innings. 5 hits. The solo shot from Campanella. Both the runs are earned, and he's only walked a batter. Pee Wee, ground ball, base hit, left side. Through the hole, Snyder will hold at third. And the Dodgers now have the tying run on first. 1 out for Cox. And Billy is 1 for 2. So Lapata and Simmons have a conversation. Cox, a slow ground ball to Sizzler. Snyder will score. Hamner, the throw to Hamner for 1, and that's it. So Cox makes it 4-3 on the fielder's choice. And if you're keeping score, it's 3-6. So here's Ferrillo. Carl is 0 for 2. Simmons seems to have lost the plot. The batting averages are really, really high all of a sudden. Got him! All 1-2. Fastball on the inside corner for strike 3. But the Dodgers get 2 runs on 2 hits, including the solo shot from Roy Campanella. We go to the 6th in game 1, 4-3, Philadelphia. So Rowe will face Jones, Caballero, and Simmons. Willie has singled. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI. In the left field, that ball's hit well, but Olmo will get it.
Olmo got baseball and may catch now.
1 out. Here's Putzi Caballero. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Wow. So if you're familiar with shootout hockey, you roll in the beginning of the game to see what your scoring chances are going to be. Blues at Toronto. Jacques Plante in net. The Blues got a 1-3. That's out of 100. Yeah, good luck, St. Louis. Pitch to Caballero is a base hit right center field. So Ferrillo picks it up. That's a 9th hit for the Phils, and that'll bring up Simmons with 1 out. Dodgers play for the bunt. Cox and Hodges come in. Ground ball past a diving Robinson for a base hit. And that's a 10th hit for the Phils. Sabres can't even win in sim hockey. That would be the expansion Sabres of 70-71. Here's Ashburn. Richie 1 for 3. Doubled and scored. Rowe kind of getting boxed around out here. 5 in the 3rd innings. 27 batters. 76 pitches. 10 hits. 4 runs all earned. He's walked 1 and struck out 3. And so he's about halfway through his pitch count, or a little over half. You don't want to pull him if you don't have to. You got a lot of baseball today. A 1-run game, you don't need to get into that pen too early. Campanella tells Rowe, just throw the damn ball. There's a fly ball to right. Ferrillo will make the catch by the scoreboard. Caballero will hold 2 out. Mr. Hamner is 2 for 3. Gran has a single and a home run. Got him! So Rowe bore down, and he got Hamner to swing in a 2-2 fastball. The Phils leave 2 on. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 4-3 Philly. So here's Robinson. Jackie has 117 hits on the year. He singled twice today. Scored and stole the base and was thrown out trying to steal. Into right field, Holmig, 1 out. Here's Hodges. Gil is 0 for 2. And that's a base hit past the diving Caballero. 7 hit for the Dodgers, and that's a tying run on for Louis Olmo. Louis, now 2 for 6 on the replay, is 0 for 2 tonight with an RBI on the fielder's choice. Throw to first, Hodges back. There's a ground ball to third. Jones gets a late jump, and Olmo will scratch out a single. So runners on first and second for Campanella, and Roy hit a solo shot his last time up. 1 out, bottom of the 6th. 4-3 Phils, but the Dodgers are on the charge. Infield fly is called. Caballero puts up the glove and makes the catch. 2 out. All right, so we were looking for Snyder's splits. 274 against lefties. But I think Elvis left the building a while ago. 298 against righties. In real life, he only had 146 at-bats against lefties. But he still had 6 homers and 23 RBI. Snyder. Base hit left center field. Hodges will score. We're tied at 4. Olmo goes to third, and Snyder makes it a 4-4 game. So 2 out for the pitcher, Preacher Rowe, who singled and bunted. So Simmons, who was up at 1 point, 4-1, the Dodgers doing what they do best. They just love to claw things back. Gets away from Lopata, and Snyder will move to second. Olmo will hold at third on the wild pitch. So the count, the row is 2-2. The go-ahead run on third, the insurance run on second. Base hit past Caballero. Olmo will score. Snyder rounds third. Ashburn's got a good arm, but that is up the line, and Duke will score easily. And the Dodgers go up 6-4. So how about that? Here's Pee Wee Reese. He's 1 for 3 with a single. Simmons, 88 pitches. It's all come undone for him. 5 2/3 innings. 10 hits. All 6 runs are earned. The homer to Campanella. He's walked 1 and struck out 1. In the left field. Ennis will track that down, and that will retire the side. But that's a huge inning for the Dodgers, including a 2-run single by one Preacher Rowe. We go to the 7th. 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors. It's now the Dodgers 6, the Phillies 4. So Sisler, Ennis, and Lopata to face Rowe here in the 7th. Sisler is 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Ground ball to Robinson. Jackie throws to first, 1 out. If you haven't already, and you're interested in hockey, there's a new add-on to Shootout Hockey, and you can see all about it on the Ratcast video channel, Dave Gardner's channel. Here's Ennis. Ennis has doubled twice. He is 26 now on the year. And is 3 for 3. The other hit was a single. In the left field, Omo going back, but that will stay in the yard. He'll make the catch, 2 out. Stan Lopata, 1 for 3, is singled and driven in a run. And thanks for having us on the screen with the NCAA basketball tournament. If your bracket is kind of in one piece, we hope you got some money on it. Pitch to Lopata. Struck him out. Dave's getting a lot of fights, which is unusual for a shootout game. All right. Constanti? Anyway, he's coming in. So Constanti, I thought it was Constanti. Constanti? Making his 27th appearance of the year. He's not had good results in this replay. 0-5 with 3 saves and an ERA of 6.03. Knuckleball pitcher. When he throws the fastball, it tops out at 83, and he doesn't favor the ground ball nor the fly ball. Against Brooklyn, this is his 6th appearance. 6 2/3 innings, 9 hits. 5 runs, all earned. He has walked 6 and struck out 3. 0-1 with a 6.75 ERA. Pitched against the Braves on Saturday. Constanti. How you doing? Well, that would make more sense. We just won't call him Istanbul. How's that? Pitched against the Braves on Saturday, 1 inning. Oh my goodness, he got hammered, or Christmas treed. 6 hits, 4 runs, all earned, a walk, and no strikeouts. So overall, 37 1/3 innings, 53 hits, 4 homers, 34 runs, 25 earned, 23 walks, and 17 strikeouts. So Constantine, that makes a lot more sense. Will face Cox, Ferrillo, and Robinson. Dodgers were down 4-1. How you doing, JT Dutch? And exploded for 2 in the 5th and 3 in the 6th. Ground ball to Hamner over to first, 1 out. And the first to 2, by the way. Here's Ferrillo. Carl on a 14-game hitting streak. He's 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Hitting streak's at 15 now. He hammers that one into center field all the way to the wall, and that's Carl's 11th double. Yeah, a doubleheader. Dodgers 4.5 behind the Cardinals. The Phils 7 behind the Cardinals. And St. Louis on this 4th of July has a doubleheader in Chicago. So, sweeping for whoever wins Game 1 is optimum. Here's Jackie Robinson, 2 for 3. He singled twice, caught stealing, stole a base, and scored. And they'll walk him. They're going to walk him with 1 out. They'd rather pitch to Gil Hodges. Hodges 1 for 3. He has singled and scored. Constantine on the ropes already. Base hit left field. Ferrillo will round third and score. Robinson goes to third, and it's 7-4 Brooklyn. Yep. Well, he ripped a single. So here's Olmo. Louis 1 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored. The RBI, by the way, came on a fielder's choice. 7-4 Dodgers. The computer, that move backfired for sure. Pitch to Olmo. Line drive to left. That's going to get down in the corner. Robinson will score. Hodges is on third, and Olmo tickles out a double. And it's 8-4. So that'll bring up Campanella. Roy 1 for 3. He got the party started with a solo shot in the 5th. His 13th of the year. And has driven in 42. You know, Dave made the first Tickle Me Olmo joke. Well, there was a Tickle Me Olmo joke last week, but at the start, and now that I'm doing them, you're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. Pitch to Campanella is a fly ball center field. Ashburn will make the catch. Hodges tags and scores, and it's 9-4. Dodgers. Here's Duke Snyder. Duke 1 for 2. He has an RBI and a walk, and he scored twice. Yeah, almost the star of the game on the 4th of July. Remember, Louis Olmo Bobblehead Day is in Game 2. Everyone gets a Louis Olmo Bobblehead Day that you can tickle. Snyder, line drive foul right side. Would you be surprised that someone from Brooklyn made the catch? The count is 0-2. Constantine deals. Struck him out. He got him to swing and miss on a fastball. 3 runs, 3 hits, and no errors. We go to the 8th inning. The Dodgers have broken open Game 1, 9-4. Snyder's hitting 8th because the Phillies started the lefty Kurt Simmons. And so you didn't want to lose him in the lineup, but you hit him 8th. Preacher Road to face Holmig, Jones, and Caballero. Stan is 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Ground ball to Reese on the grass over to first, and that's an error. Hodges goes to fish it out. It goes in the dugout. And Holmig is on second, and yep, for the 1995 Cleveland Indians, who are the very definition of pinball baseball, Manny Ramirez hit 7th. In 2003, remember, Bill Miller won the batting title for the Red Sox out of the 9-hole. We'll get to the hockey update in a minute. Jones 1 for 3. He has singled and driven in a run. There's a slow roller down to Cox, a snap throw to first, and I believe he's safe. That's an infield hit. What in the name of Tommy Herr happened that in 2003? They could just smack the ball. They couldn't pitch. That's why they went out and got Kurt Schilling. Here's Putzi Caballero. Putzi is 1 for 2 with a walk. So, a hockey update. In real life, Wakely, the goalie for Toronto, came in for Hall. in Gardner's game, Hall gets hurt on a rare play, and who comes in but Wakely? So, Caballero's ready. Pitch from Rowe is a fly ball to left. Olmo will make the catch. Holmig will tag and hold. 1 out. Now 86 degrees here in Brooklyn. Wind blowing out to center at 5, and it's rained all the way through. Phillies, I'm sure, will go to a pinch hitter here. Buddy Blattner. Buddy at 345. No homers and 2 RBI. Holmig on second, Jones on first. 9-4 Brooklyn. Phil's threatening here in the top of the 8th. Wow, you're watching me on the big screen TV. How you doing? Brad posted the best meme today on Facebook about cats. First day you get them, they're cute. The second week, they're all dead, demanding. Miss M didn't wait 2 weeks. She was doing it by day 2. Not to be confused with Larry Bittner or Dizzy Dean. Pitch to Blattner is a base hit left field all the way to the wall. Olmo made a bad play. Holmig will score, and it's 9-5 Brooklyn.
Olmo couldn't get Bob.
So that brings up Ashburn. First to 2, by the way, tonight. Rowe threw 36 batters, 110 pitches, 7 in the third innings, 12 hits. The home run was a 2-run shot to Hamner. He walked 1 and struck out 5. 1 out, Hamner on deck. I'll get in trouble for this, but I'll say it. Olmo looked like Super Grover trying to land. Pitch to Ashburn. There's a fly ball to right. Furillo's there. A snap throw to second. Blattner back. Not to be confused with Edward James almost. Nope, not at all. Here's Hamner. Grand with a home run in the third. He's 2 for 4. And, yep, again, the Dodgers just stand and deliver performance. Pitch to Hamner. There's a base hit in the right center field. Jones will score. Blattner will score. Hamner puts one down. That's his 14th of the year. Talk about standing to deliver. That's his 4th RBI of the night, and it's 9-7. They'd like to get one more out. Rowe would lead off the bottom of the 8th. So let's have the really long game be the first one of the doubleheader here. Here's Dick Sisler. He's 0 for 4 with a strikeout. Ground ball to third. Cox across the way, and that will do it, and that will do it for Preacher Row. Kenny Trinkle coming in to pitch for the Phils. We got a pinch hitter coming in for Brooklyn. But the Phillies have made a game out of this one. 3 runs, 3 hits in the error. Really hurt. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 9-7 Dodgers. Let's tell you about Ken Trinkle. He's won his last 4 decisions. He's 4-2 with an ERA of pi. I could use some right now. 3.16. 29 years old, a fastball pitcher. At 85 and a ground ball pitcher. He has not. Well, he wouldn't face the Phillies. He's with the Phillies. His 4th appearance against the Dodgers. An inning and 2/3, 3 hits, just the 1 run, a strikeout, and a loss. Pitched against the Braves on Friday the 1st. 1 inning, 1 hit, and 1 walk. So as we said, 4-2 with a lemon meringue pie ERA. 25 2/3 innings, 27 hits, a home run allowed, 10 runs in total, 9 earned. He's walked 7 and struck out 6. Sing it with me. Who can hit a righty? Gene Hermansky at 350. 5 homers and 14 RBI. And Hermansky gets hit. He got him on the leg on a 3-1 count. And that'll bring up Pee Wee Reese. Pee Wee 1 for 4. 7 runs, 13 hits, no errors for the Phils. They've left 8 on. For the Dodgers, 9 runs, 13 hits, an error. And they've left on 5. Yep, remember that for game 2. Throw to first, Hermansky back. Hermansky yells out, "You already hit me once. What the heck?" It's not the word he used, but children may or may not be watching. Pitch to Pee Wee. Popped up. Hamner into foul territory. Gonna run. Grant has had himself a day. 1 out. Here's Cox. Billy 1 for 4 with an RBI. So I gotta ask, Mr. Gardner, has St. Louis had a scoring chance in your game? Throw to first, Hermansky back. Crowd doesn't like that. Ball 4. So Hermansky moves to second, Cox to first. Here's Furillo. Furillo now has a 15-game hitting streak. He doubled his last time up. He's 1 for 4. Pitch from Trinkle. Line drive to Hamner, who leaps and makes the catch. 2 out. So here's Robinson. Jackie, 2 for 3 here. Hitting .397. Singled and scored twice. And he draws the walk, and they're loaded. Hermansky on third. Cox on second. Robinson on first. And here's Gil Hodges. Gil has singled twice. He's 2 for 4. He drove in his 57th run of the year. And he walks home Hermansky. So it's 10-7. And your location is Retro Sports Network on a Monday night. So here's Olmo. He's 2 for 4. He has singled, doubled, and driven in 2. 10-7 Dodgers. Line drive, Caballero is there, and that will retire the side. So that'll do it for Olmo. What a collapse, okay? Yep, let's pause for station identification. Remember, if it's good, it's on Retro Sports Network. So Paul Minner will come in. Olmo will come out. This is Brooklyn Dodgers baseball. So Hermansky, a 4 and a 6 will stay in left. Minner making his 24th appearance. Lefty is 25 years old, a fastball pitcher 85, and a flyball plus pitcher. Against the Phils, appearance number 5, 7 innings on the year, 8 hits, 6 runs all earned. He's walked 5, struck out 2. 1-1 with an ERA of 7.71. Pitched against the Giants on Saturday and didn't retire a batter. He allowed 2 hits and a run. So overall, 5-4. This Dodger bullpen is their Achilles heel. He has 2 saves and a 6.30 ERA. JT Dutch tells me the 254th man in baseball history to be nicknamed Lefty. 30 innings overall, 33 hits, 6 home runs. 22 runs, 21 earned. He has walked 16 and struck out 15. Pitched against the Phils last week in Philadelphia. And this is 3 for 4. Dell has doubled twice and singled. Scored a run. And there's a base hit in the left center field. And as you can see, that's Ennis's 4th hit of the day. Here's Lopata. Stan is 1 for 4. Minner, looks like you could have grabbed him from the chewing tobacco aisle, doesn't it? Pitch to Lapata. There's a fly ball left center. Snyder rides the Schwinn. He'll make the catch, one out. Top of the ninth, 10-7 Dodgers. First of two, here's Holbig. 0 for 4 with a run scored and a strikeout. Pitch from Minner. Fly ball to right. Crowd doesn't like it. Ferrello comes in, makes the catch, and now the Phils are down to their last chance. For old Puddinhead, Willie is 2 for 4. He has singled twice, driven in a run, and scored. And there's a liner to left. Hermansky is there, and the Dodgers win game 1. So 10 runs, 13 hits, and error for the Dodgers. 7 runs, 14 hits, and no errors for the Phils. Kurt Simmons takes the loss in game 1. 6 innings, 10 hits, 6 runs, all earned. The homer to Campanella, a walk and a strikeout. Constantine did not pitch well, and Trinkle walked 3. Preacher goes to 9-3, 8 innings, 13 hits, 7 runs, only 4 earned. He walked 1 and struck out 5, and Minner picks up his 3rd save. So let's set this up and do this again, shall we? We'll have game 2 of this double right after this. And I'm going to take a drink for a second. Hey, I wear a 7 3/4, okay? It is a big noggin. And that hairline recedes pretty fast and all that. All right, our first look at Don Newcomb in a moment. 70-inch screen. Oh, I bet it does. I bet it does. I don't get a full screen of that. I get the 15-inch laptop screen. And monitor number 2 is a 32-inch screen, but join some late night baseball. It's 8:34. You wear a 7 5/8. So JT and I are presidents of the Big Noggin Club. Gonna take a drink and we'll set up game 2 for you in a moment. Yeah, big brains. Ah! In your line of work, you start at 6? Do you actually interview people before they go to work? Let me get a cough drop here. Oh, okay. The Great Brain. Yeah, good series of books. So I got a cough drop. JT works 3rd shift. We'll tell you about Don Newcomb. 5-5 with an ERA of 4.20. No jokes. Nuke, Rookie of the Year. He's been up since May 18th, but we just haven't had one of his starts. He's making his 10th start of the year. Hit his first against the Phillies. He's 23. He's a fastball pitcher, 89, and a flyball pitcher. The Giants Christmas treat him on the first. 3 innings, 8 hits, 8 runs, 6 earned, with 2 strikeouts. On May 28th, he struck out 12 Braves, which is a season high. 70 2/3 innings, 72 hits, 5 homers. Cat now fully awake. 36 runs, 33 earned. He's walked 20, and struck out 50. So the lineup, with the exception of the pitcher, is the same for Philadelphia. Ashburn in center, Hamner at short, Sisler at first, Ennis in left, Lopata behind the plate. Great on an 85-degree day. I'm sure Stan's loving that. 18 innings of that. Holmig in right, Jones at third, Caballero at second, and Thompson with a 70 ERA on the mound. For the Dodgers, it's Olmo in left, Snyder in center. He will still hit eighth again. Furillo in right, Cox at third, Reese at short, Robinson at second, Hodges at first, and Bruce Edwards, who's a 6 and a 4 behind the plate. So no Campanella on a rainy, hot, sticky afternoon here in the borough of Brooklyn. Newcomb, by the way, is an 8 with a 1,000 fielding percentage. Ashburn, the interns did all the math in the break, hitting .262, a homer, and 29 RBI. Newcomb starts the ball game with a ground ball base hit left side. Dodgers won the opener 10-7. Granny Hamner, what a ball game he had. He drove in 4. Now it's 33 RBI on the year. 253 and 2 homers. To short, Reese on the wet grass. Robinson for 1, no throw to first. We're talking about the Great Brain series of books in the chat. I read the Hardy Boys when I was in graded school, the Bobbsey twins, in versions that you couldn't even talk about today. Yeah, you won't hear about the Bobbsey twins on a Fortnite stream for sure. Sisler at .263, 3 homers and 13 RBI. Hamner goes. Edwards throws down to Reese, and Hamner has it stolen. Number 4 for the Grandmaster. And a 1 strikeout to Sisler. Remember, in Game 1, the Phillies got out to a 4-1 lead. And then went visiting the Bikini Atoll and went boom. Sisler to Robinson, over to Hodges for the out. Hamner moves to third. You hear the sirens behind me. Ennis, 306, 10 homers and 55 RBI. Got him. So Newcomb got him on a 2-2 curve at 84. No runs, a hit, and no errors. We go to the bottom of the first inning. A Game 2. The Phillies nothing. Here come the Dodgers. Jocko Thompson, another lefty, which is why Snyder's hitting 8th. Jocko making his 3rd start of the year. I've never heard of him. He's 32 years old, a fastball pitcher at 83, and a flyball plus pitcher. He has not faced the Dodgers. In fact, he hasn't pitched since May 7th. So rest is not going to be an issue for him. He went 1/3 of an inning against the Pirates. Sounds like something I would do with him. Overall, 1-0 with a save. He got a save. He got the last out against the Pirates. An ERA of 5.40, 10 innings, 14 hits, 6 runs all earned. He walked 5 and struck out 1. What? You don't think he's going to be that long for this game? There's a hot take for you. That's Jim Rome over on KFI, right? So, Reese at short, Cox at third, Furillo in right, Robinson cleans up at second, Hodges at first, Olmo hitting .444. So, hey, Gardner, more Tickle Me jokes coming up. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think he's on KFI. Olmo on left, Bruce Edwards will bat 7th behind the plate, Snyder sticking at 8, and Newcomb, who threw 15 pitches in the first, will bat 9th. Changes defensively, just 1 for the Phillies. It's Thompson, and he's a 2 in the 1,000 fielding percentage. Pee Wee at .320, 8 homers and 55 RBI. Thompson starts the ball game with a ground ball to second. Caballero throws to first, one out. Here's Cox. Billy at 204. 3 homers and 18 RBI. Pitch to Cox. Gets away from Lopata, throws down to first, and that is strike 3, and they got him. 2-3 on the K. So Furillo on a 15-game hitting streak, now hitting .325, 15 homers, and 78 RBI. So JT Dutch, this is breakfast baseball for you then if you're working third shift. Liner to left, Ennis is there, and that will retire the side. Dodgers go in order. Jocko Thompson looks up at the press box going, yeah, you go there. You go there. Whatever, dude. After 1, no score. Ah, okay. May I ask what you do? JT is off tonight, so you got up earlier than usual. Lopata at 277, 2 homers and 14 RBI. Into center field, Snyder, 1 out. Here's Holmig. Stand at 292, a homer and 14 RBI. Our first look at the rookie Don Newcomb. Oh, security supervisor. Okay. Oh, third shift. Yeah. Good luck. Pitch to Holmig is a ground ball to third. Cox on the grass, and he's just going to eat it. Does not risk the throw. Holmig flying down that wet line. Some people love it. My wife works second shift, and she just loves it. Absolutely loves it. When I covered the Nats, we did a lot of night games, but I'm not necessarily a night person. Here's Willie Jones. 250, 8 homers, and 46 RBI. By the way, hockey returns next Monday night. The Habs and the Nordiques make up from last Wednesday, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. But the rest of this week is all baseball. Base hit right field. Furillo and Snyder converge. That hit off the wall. Snyder picks it up. Jones moves into second, and the Phils have runners on second and third. Yeah, there's gonna be some bad blood in that game. Ask your magic speaker to sing "Bad Blood" by Neil Sedaka. Here's Putzi Caballero at 328. No homers and 10 RBI. Popped up, right side. Robinson in the raindrops makes the catch. 2 out. So game 2, 87 degrees, winds blowing out to center at 10, and it has rained the entire afternoon. Isn't that a great song, John? Jocko Thompson is 0 for 4 on the year. Did Nuke ever put on weight during his playing days? Well, when your dad was a kid, he was with the Reds, right? At the end of his career? Nuke always looked to be in great shape. How many years have you worked the graveyard, my friend? Pitch to Thompson. Struck him out. He got him to swing and miss at a bad fastball. Oh, Dad doesn't remember him. Okay. No runs, 2 hits, and the Phillies cannot score. They've left 3 on already. Bottom 2, nothing. So Jackie Robinson at 397. 10 homers and 62 RBI. Thompson deals. Ball 4. Hodges digs in. Gil at 339. 9 homers, 58 RBI. Cat did some time in the window. Oh, a hotel night manager. You know, that could be quite fun, depending on the place. 5 years as a super... Nice. Dad's memories more or less begin with the 61 team. Okay, well, that would make sense. That's the year that they won the National League. I'm talking about the Reds. I bet you got some great hotel stories. Pitch to Hodges is a fly ball in the left center field. That's going to drop. Robinson will hold. Runners on first and second. Nobody out for Olmo. Louis, 4 for 9 now. 444 with 3 RBI. JT would play strap baseball and hockey. I'm assuming you're a Kings fan. Pitch to Olmo. There's a line drive to Jones. Nice snag, 1 out. Brings up Bruce Edwards. 164, 3 homers, and 13 RBI. So Robinson on second, Hodges on first, 1 out, bottom of the second. Game 2, no score. Popped up. Second baseman, Caballero. Oh, finally they call the infield flyers. He makes the catch, and there's 2 out. The purple and gold days, the margin wrapper days of the Kings. You must have been thrilled beyond belief when Gretzky came to town. Here's Duke Snyder. 11-game hitting streak, 286, 14 homers, and 45 RBIs. Got 2 ducks in the pond right here. Into center, Ashburn goes back to make the catch, and the Dodgers strand 2. No runs, a hit, no errors. We go to the third in game 2. No score. So Newcomb, his first 9 on 37 pitches. 2 innings, 3 hits, and 2 strikeouts. Ashburn singled to start the ballgame. And there's another base hit up the middle, past the diving Robinson. So Whitey now hitting 266. Here's Hamner. Reached on a fielder's choice and stole a base. Throw to first. Aspirin back. Pitch to Hamner. He bunts one. Edwards. Snap throw to first. Robinson there, and that will be the first out. So Aspirin moves to second on the sacrifice. Here's Sisler. He's 0 for 1. JT Dutch loved those old purple and gold jerseys. Don't really want to derail the baseball game with a hockey talk. Gardner will pay you an extra $50 if you do. But my favorite Kings player, I was going to wonder if that was in the trade. Jimmy Carson went to Edmonton in the Gretzky deal. So you were a bit conflicted emotionally on it. I bet you were. An extra 50 tickles. Let me know, Brad, if you need the white balance on your TV to be fixed and I can go back on camera again. Pitch to Sisler as a fly ball to right. Ferrillo is there. Ashburn will tag and go to third, and he's in there. Cox got the tag on him, but Ashburn was there first. Brings up Ennis, who struck out his first time up. 1 of 2 on the night for Nuke. Foul behind the plate. We'll do it again. Oh, off Edwards' mask. Oh. So we ask Bruce where he is. He says Brooklyn. What day is it? He says, I don't know, but I hear fireworks. 1 and 2 the count. Ground ball foul, third base side. Two out. Popped up. Reese behind the bag makes the catch, and again, nothing doing for the Phils. No runs, a hit. They leave another runner on. We go to the bottom of the third. It's the Phillies nothing, the Dodgers nothing. So here's Don Newcomb. Brad's got a root beer float and a warm blanket, and your headset on so the honey can sleep. Aw, having a fine time. Root beer float sounds good. And that is living the dream. You betcha. Got the windows open here. Newcomb, base hit past a diving Caballero. So the second hit for the Dodgers. And that'll bring up Pee Wee Reese. Thompson, his first 9 on 37 pitches, 2+ innings, 2 hits, a walk, and a strikeout. Reese 0 for 1, draws the walk. Brad wishes it was a Slurpee instead. Yeah, it's too late to go to 7-Eleven. Unless you want some nachos and hot dogs. Billy Cox is 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. And he hits this one into left field. Ennis will go back there. He'll make the catch. Newcomb will tag and go. Shot and sends him to third. Reese is going to try for a second. A throw to third. Newcomb is there. Reese moves up. And now you got to deal with Furillo, Robinson, and Hodges. Good luck, Jocko. Furillo is 0 for 1. I'd much rather have the root beer float, too. I like Coke floats. You like those? Pitch to Furillo. There's a ground ball base hit. That failed. Newcomb will score. Reese will hold its third. And the Dodgers get on the board first. Yeah, Coke floats are awesome. Hamner with a late jump. And here's Robinson. Jackie walked his first time up. Not into root beer floats, Dave? You don't drink a lot of soda anyway, but that's true. Coke is good enough on its own. Vanilla ice cream, I'm assuming, for these floats. Pitch to Robinson. Got him! On a full count looking on a 76-mile-an-hour curve. That's a big out. So here's Hodges. Gil singled his first time up. I think, yeah, mostly vanilla. I think if my wife had her druthers, she would do chocolate. Runners on the corners. There's a base hit left center field. Reese will score. Furillo goes to third. And it's 2-0 Brooklyn. And now here's Olmo, who's 0 for 1. Furillo on third, Hodges on first. 2 out. 2-0 Dodgers. Bottom of the third inning. On a hot, sticky, rainy 4th of July in Brooklyn. Here's a ground ball up the middle. Caballero snags it, throws it to first, and that will retire the side. But the damage is done. 2 runs. 3 hits. No errors. We go to the 4th. It's 2-0 Brooklyn. I'm not going to show you the standings again. We haven't played anything else. So here's Lapata, Holmig, and Jones to face Newcomb here in the 4th. All-Star game, by the way, next Wednesday night, 8 Eastern, right here from Ebbets Field. Got him. He swings and misses and an 0-2 fastball. Nuke looking for win number 6 on the year. Cat called the fire department on me. Holmig 1 for 1 with a single. And he hits a ground ball to Pee Wee over to first for the out. Willie Jones with a big double his last time up. Must be an actual fire. It's the second one to go through in a bit. So JT Dutch just watched Ken Burns' Vietnam's movie. And they interviewed Hal Kirchner, a POW, for around 4 years. And he was asked what he wanted on the flight home. He asked for a Coke and some gum. Yep, that's great. Pitch to Jones. Ball 4. His first walk by Newcomb brings up Putzi Caballero. Putzi, 0 for 1, and probably his last game of the year. Have I ever given any mention to Diamond Mine? It's one of the few games I don't own. They didn't update it for years, Mike. fires from the 4th of July fireworks. Which would be pretty amazing since it is March 22nd. They've updated it since last season. That's what I've been told. How many baseball games do you think I need to own? Pitched from Caballero as a ground ball to Robinson. Snap throw to first for the out. All of them. At least I'm not playing best of 13 series. Diamond Mine, I believe, was the gold standard for a long time for computer baseball. No graphics, but it's a great game. Fundamentals based on Bill James. Bruce Edwards is 0 for 1. I know Digital Diamond's coming out with a version 9. There's a ground ball to Caballero over to Sisler for the out. I probably would not buy it. I read enough stuff out loud. Here's Snyder. He's 0 for 1. Heard, good things about it for a long, long time. And then the company was sold. Yeah. New ownership has pulled a Stratomatic on it, living off the legacy rather than continue to improve on it routinely. Yeah, Digital Diamond does have great potential. He walked away from it for a while. It runs on Java. Well, most of us run on Java, but this literally runs on Java. Pitch to Snyder. Ball 4. So here's Newcomb. He singled and scored his first time up. I've toyed with the idea of making a baseball game. Snyder on first. Infield coming in. Throws to first. Snyder back. How much of the season's for Diamond Mine? Pitch to Nuke. Bunt is down. Sisler's going to pick it up. But it rolls. Well, he picked it up and tagged him. So 3-U on the bunt. And Snyder moves to second, 2 out for Pee Wee Reese. Jocko Thompson's actually held his own. 72 pitches through 18 batters. 3 2/3 innings. 4 hits, 3 walks, and 2 strikeouts. $25. So the same as Strat. The sales changed things a lot. Used to be able to call and talk with a developer who was always glad to hear from users. Told me stories. Yes. Yeah, I remember that they would make odds from that. My wife does not want me spending $300 on games. Pee Wee, 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. And there's a line drive to right. Holmig is there. And that will be it. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 4, 2-0 Brooklyn. Buy one, get one free at Christmas for that. Well, good luck to them. Live a little. Hey, you can remember, if you want me to do that, attach your Twitch Prime account for free, and it won't cost you anything, and I get my share of that. So, yeah, I knew that they had shifted to online leagues, and I remember whether it was over at Delphi or something else reading about that. Here's Jocko Thompson. Jocko struck out his first time up. This time around, a ground ball to Cox. Over and a bang-banger to Hodges. 1 out. Jamie's aunt from New England used to always say, good luck to them and the Red Sox. 18 batters deep for Nuke. 4 1/3 innings. 68 pitches. 4 hits, a walk, and 3 Ks. Ashburn 2 for 2. Richie is single twice. Game 77. The Phillies go halfway today. The Dodgers, this is game number 74. They're 42 and 31. So Ashburn has 90 hits the first half of the year. He'd have 188 in real life. There's a ground ball to Robinson over to first for the out. Yeah, OOTP and Perfect Team, I avoid all that. It's a dedicated community for sure, Brad, for Diamond Mine. Here's Hamner. Granny 0 for 1 and a stolen a base here in Game 2. He drove in 4 in Game 1. To third. Cox for the out. And so, oh, hey, you get a commercial. How about that? No runs, no hits, no errors. Halfway through Game 2, it's 2-0 Dodgers. Alright, so if you joined us late here in Game 2, well, the Dodgers won the first game 10-7. They lead Game 2 2-0. They sent 7 to the plate in the third inning. Carl Furillo with a 16-game hitting streak singled home Don Newcomb to make it 1-0. And then Gil Hodges singled home Pee Wee Reese to make it 2-0. So Jocko Thompson, who was dared not to pitch well, has thrown all right. 4-hitter through 4 and 2 runs. And Don Newcomb, a 4-hitter through 5. Mike loves the basic DM engine, though. A great solitaire game. But yeah, this is what Dave Cook has done with this, has really turned this into a premier simulating experience. JT Dutch, we know, is a huge fan of Franchise Hockey Manager. He gets on stream every once in a while. Jamie was a big DMB player from about 97 to 2000-ish, and then just went all in on APC baseball. You just strat only for draft leagues. I'm so spoiled by being able to get seasons on the cheap. We're buying in bulk that I don't know if I could buy another baseball game and just get one season. Yeah, Cook's service is truly unequaled for sure. Billy Cox is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And starts the bottom of the fifth with a pop-up left side. Jones is there, 1 out. Brings up Carl Furillo. Carl 1 for 2. Extends his hitting streak to 16 games with an RBI. There's a slow roller down to foul. Sisler waited to pick it up, but it rolled foul, and the count is 0-2. In the center field, Ashburn. 2 out. For Robinson, Big Clue just needs to play again the last 2 decades. I think they're on sale right now. Just need the dead ball years. I have everything from 19-1 forward. Here's Robinson. 0 for 1. He's walked and struck out. There's a fly ball to right. Holmig will make the catch, and that will retire the side. Nothing across for the Dodgers here in the 5th. We go to the 6th. It's still 2-0 Brooklyn. Replay, Jamie, is a good game. Doesn't have all the seasons that I want. 91 just came out, though, if you're a big fan of that, especially if you're a Braves fan. It is a very good game and flows very well on the computer. 1871 to 1879. I thought he had some of those, Mr. Cook. It's hard to get that era of baseball to play right, especially the AI. He's got every season back to 1880. Okay. Sisler is 0 for 2. In the left field, Olmo makes the catch. 1 out. Here's Ennis. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Woody tomorrow at noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. And we'll take a look after this to see what I'm actually playing tomorrow. Wednesday night in prime time and Thursday at lunch. There's a line drive. Well, it's a pop-up foul. Reese running over, and Pee Wee made the catch against the half wall. And gets a smoochie from Hilda in the process. How about that? So 2 out. Here's Lapata. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Yeah, we do the Black Friday show, Mike, every year, which, we ask the game makers to tell us what they have on sale, and we read through them. And for people like Mike, different games and options last December. Big Clues stopped by in NFL seasons when I saw the Black Friday sale. Yeah, that's how and thank you, Mike, for that. That's how I got 1901 through 1950. It was a Black Friday thing. Had to talk my wife into it. $150, but my goodness, it was $3 a season. Pitch to Lopata is a line drive to Reese, and that will retire the side. Phils go down in order. Bottom 6, 2-0 Dodgers. So, Dave, did the Blues even get a scoring chance in that game? Excuse me. Here's Hodges. Gil is 2 for 2. She was good about it. With an RBI. The second one was a gift. Okay. Wow. Yeah, 1-3. What was the final there between Toronto and St. Louis? Pitch to Hodges is a fly ball to center. Ashburn going back, but will make the catch, 1 out. 6-0 Toronto. Yeah, not surprised. Here's Olmo. Louis 0 for 2 in game 2. Got him. Jocko got him on a curveball right down Broadway. That's the third for Thompson. It brings up Bruce Edwards, who's 0 for 2. Hall up the game for St. Louis with a cut. Yeah, you said. Yeah, $3. He does that for, you could pick up so many different things. My seasons have seasons. I was looking at my DK data folder between the ballparks and the seasons and the zip files and all that. It's 20 gigs worth of stuff. There's a pop-up. Lopata takes off the mask and makes the catch. No runs, no hits, no errors. Got ourselves a pitcher's duel. We go to the 7th. It's 2-0 Dodgers. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Phillies. They've left on 5. The Dodgers, 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors, and they've left on 5. Here's Holmig. Stand 1 for 2 with a single. Got him. That's the 4th from Nuke. 1-2 fastball on the inside corner. Brings up Willie Jones. He is walked and doubled. You bought all the new stuff, right? When those cards are snazzy, they look great, for sure. Pitch to Jones is a ground ball to Reese. Over to Hodges for the out. 2 out. Need my spoon here in a second. It brings up Putzi Caballero, who is 0 for 2. No, they just charge you $27 a season now. It was $25 in the fee. Yep. Great, wasn't it? Pitch. Ground ball to short. Pee Wee over to first. Well, I didn't have Jocko Thompson in the pool for throwing 7 innings tonight, did you? He's throwing 6 as we start the bottom of the 7th. Duke Snyder 0 for 1 with a walk. Yeah, you can build a monster library in that. Brad got the Diamond Gems, 56, 72, and the Heroes 3. Dave, what hockey seasons are you looking for? Brad now has Hall of Fame, Heroes 1, 2, and 3, Negro League Stars, so it's over 800. Wow. Now, when you did the alphabet playoffs, you played those on the computer, right? And that's a fun thing to do, to draft them that way. Pitch to Snyder is a line drive to right. Holbig comes in and makes a great catch. So 1 out. Dave would love to see 74-75 reissued for Strat, or 80-81. 81-82 needs to be redone, by the way. The PC was the historical career disc in Negro League's All-Star for the alphabet draft. That was fun. In 72, a good era, unless you're looking for offense in baseball. Newcomb, one singled and scored a run. Nobody on, bottom of the 7th, 1 out. 2-0 Dodgers. Struck him out. He got him on a 1-2 fastball on the inside part of the plate. So Thompson, through 27 batters, 108 pitches, 6 2/3 innings, 4 hits. He's walked 3 and struck out 4. Another great Reds team. Hey, we all want the best week of our life to be in the World Series, you know. Pee Wee 0 for 2. And walked and scored. Ground ball to third. Jones, snap throw to first. Sisler, no. So an infield single for Pee Wee. That's his 5th hit, or that's the 5th hit for the Dodgers. Cox is 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Jamie replayed 72. Dodgers beat out the Reds. Got out to a great start and never looked back. Lopata and Thompson have a conversation. Thompson's day's got to be close to done. Cox into left center. Ashburn rides the swing, makes the catch, and that will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, and no errors. Dodgers have now left on 6. We go to the 8th. It's 2-0 Brooklyn. So let's see what they do with Jocko Thompson. JT Dutch didn't think he'd pitch all that long, and he went 7 innings. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout tonight. And the Phils go to the bench. They'll bring in Bill Nicholson, the lefty. 245, 4 homers, and 20 RBI. Into right center field. Ferrillo makes a great diving catch for the out. Opening on Broadway in the movie theaters in that big old bad borough of Manhattan, Sourful Jones, starring Bob Hope and Lucille Ball. Lucy in the 40s was a looker. Here's Richie Ashburn, 2 for 3. Richie has singled twice. Newcomb through 27 batters, 101 pitches. Not going to hear that talked about in the fortnight stream either. 7 1/3 innings, 4 hits. He has walked 1 and struck out 4. And he's trying to keep the Phils off the scoreboard. Yep, Desi was not a classy man. Pitch to Ashburn. There's a ground ball to Robinson for the out. 2 out for Hamner. He's 0 for 2 in game 2. Well, let me say this. Desi was not meant to cut out to be a husband. Weren't a big fan of Gary Morton then, huh? Pitch to Hamner. There's a ground ball. Robinson with a diving stop behind the bag. Throws to first in time. Well, Charlie Bicknell's going to pitch. But what a play by Robinson to keep the Phillies off the base paths. We go to the bottom of the 8th. No runs, no hits, no errors. It's still 2-0 Brooklyn. So Charlie Bicknell, making his 12th appearance of the year. He has 3 saves. He's 20 years old. He looks about 10, doesn't he? Fastball pitcher, 85, and a flyball pitcher. Has faced the Dodgers now twice. He's gone 1 inning. Allowed a hit, a strikeout, and has a save. He last pitched against the Braves on the first. Went 1 inning. Allowed a hit, a run. It was earned and he walked a batter. And got a save. So overall, 3 saves and an ERA of 4.61. 13 2/3 innings, 14 hits, no homers. 7 runs all earned. He's walked 11. Goodness Saint Marie. And struck out 2. To face the heart of the lineup, Furillo, Robinson, and Hodges. In the bottom of the 8th inning for the Dodgers. Carl is 1 for 3. His hitting streak is now at 16. A single and an RBI. There's a ground ball to Hamner. Over to Sisler for the out. So here's Robinson. Jackie's 0 for 2. He has walked and struck out. Charlie Bicknell. Bicknell. Ground ball to Hamner. Deep in the hole. Over to first, 2 out. 91 degrees, and now it's raining hard. Brad had the misfortune of catching part of the movie Jumper earlier tonight. I'm afraid to ask. Here's Hodges. Gil is 2 for 3. A single twice. Drove in run number 59. The Dodgers are 3 outs away from sweeping the Phils on the 4th of July. Ball 4. Rain, well, yeah, the rain will spoil the fireworks after the game. The dishonorable distinction of featuring the 2 worst actors of the 21st century. I didn't realize it in a movie with Gardner. Here's Olmo. Louis is 0 for 3 with the strikeout. There's a liner in the left center field. That's a base hit. Ennis will pick it up. Hodges moves to third. Runners on the corners for Bruce Edwards, who's 0 for 3. Oh, Hayden Christensen and Kristen Stewart. To be fair, she had a small role. Yeah, but was she awake for it? So runners on the corners. Brooklyn would like another run to go in the 9th. Nuke throwing a 4-hitter. How do we know the difference? Pitch to Edwards. There's a fly ball to center. Ashburn will go back and make the catch, and that will retire the side. So, can Newcomb shut the door? He's got to face Sisler, Ennis, and Lopata here in the 9th. Doesn't he play for the Tigers? Sisler is 0 for 3. Will the Dodger win? They go to 43 and 31. The Phils will fall to 40 and 37 at halfway. Worst movie Jamie ever saw was Firebirds. Rented it on VHS. 30 minutes later, turned it off and took it back to the video store. But did you rewind it? Pitch to Sisler. There's a fly ball to right. Furillo is there, 1 out. We'll go through the other doubleheaders in baseball after this one. I played baseball a long time, Mike says. I have no idea what the 3 dirt rectangles are. 1 on the third base side, 2 on the first base side. I believe starters would warm up on those boxes. So pitchers for flat ground. Yep. A pitcher's duel at Ebbett Field. Thompson pitched 7 innings, JT. It's about Tribe's viewing time of super bad. Pitch to Ennis. Foul, third base side. Sean Young, Nick Cage never returned films on time either. Wasn't paying the late fee for that one. Yep. And again, rewinding video tapes is not something you'll hear about on a Fortnite stream. 0-2 to Ennis. Ground ball to Reese. Over to first, 2 out. So, yep, we had a 10-7 game 1 and a 2-0. Yep, please be kind and rewind. Here's Lopata. He's 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Newcomb delivers. Ground ball to Robinson, and Newcomb has thrown a 4-hitter. How about that? Don Newcomb throws a 4-hit shutout, and the Dodgers have swept the Phillies on the 4th of July, 2-0 and 10-7. So no runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Phils. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Dodgers. Jocko Thompson, 7 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs. He walked 3 and struck out 4. He pitched very well. But Don Newcomb is our player of the game, a 4-hit shutout. He walked 1 and struck out 4 and had plus stuff, and boy, did he ever. All right, do not adjust your set. So the Dodgers, at the moment, are 3.5 back, but everybody plays a doubleheader. So let's do that right now. Wow. Red Embry throws a 3-hitter in Game 1 for the Browns. They beat the Shy Sox 4-0. Gumpert with a loss. Cass Michaels 2 for 3 with 2 doubles. In Game 2, as my screen keeps going back and forth, St. Louis sweeps the White Sox 11-8. Ned Garver goes to 5-7. Schoen 0-2. Jerry Pretty 2 homers, 10 on a year, and drives in 4. Yes, this will screw me up here. Philadelphia and Washington, a doubleheader. The A's win Game 1 7-5. Scheib goes to 2-5. Heidel falls to 0-3. Clyde Vollmer 3 for 4, his 10th of the year. In Game number 2, Washington split that with Philly 6-4 in 13 innings. How about that? Majeski, 2 hits and a homer, and drives in 5. They can't drive in 5 in Game 2 because they only scored 4. Fowler with a loss. Majeski with a big day. He drove in 5 in Game 1. Red Sox and Yankees split a doubleheader on the 4th of July. Yankees take the first one 5-4. Joe Page with the win goes to 4-2. Wittig, I've never heard of him, goes to 0-1. Phil Rizzuto, 3 for 5, 2 RBI, and 2 triples. In Game 2, Mel Parnell gets the win. The Red Sox win 5-1. Fred Sanford takes a loss. He goes to 3-2. Bobby Doerr, the 9th of the year, he drives in 2. Cleveland and Detroit. Detroit sweeps the Indians 4-3 in Game 1. Howdeman goes to 3-5. Bob Feller takes a loss. He falls to 5-4. Mitchell, 4 for 5 with a stolen base. In Game 2, Hal Newhouser shuts out the Indians. 2 walks. He beats Gene Bearden. Newhouser goes to 7-7. Bearden goes to 3-9. Groth, 3 for 3 with a double. Pittsburgh and Cincinnati, they split a doubleheader at Crossleaf. Pittsburgh wins the opener 5-0. Chambers goes to 1-2. Fox falls to 7-8. Johnny Hopp is first of the year. He drives in 2. In Game 2, Johnny Vandermeer in a 13-inning game beats the Pirates 8-7. He goes to 3-6. Murray Dixon falls to 4-6. And Johnny Hopp, again the hero, 3 for 5, a triple, and a stolen base. We told you about Philly and Brooklyn. You just watched it. The Giants and the Braves split a doubleheader in Boston. The Giants take the first one 4-3 in 11 innings. Alan Hansen goes to 5-3. Hogue 2-2 for the Braves. Russell 3 for 5, his 9th of the year, and drives in 2. G. Elliott, not sure who he is, 3-1 now for the Braves. They win Game 2 6-2. Clint Hartung falls to 2-11, poor guy, and Konitzer, his first of the year for the Braves. Last but not least, the Cardinals and Cubs split a doubleheader at Wrigley Field. The Cubs win 4-3, Game 1. Kush 3-2. Reeder takes a loss 1-3. Eddie Kazak 3 for 4 with a double and a losing effort in Game 2. Harry Brazil goes to 5-5. The Cards beat the Cubs 6-4. It's Al Brazil. Chipman takes a loss, and Edwards 2 for 5 is 9th of the year. And there you go. All right, so the standings as we say goodnight. Cardinals 3.5 over the Dodgers and the Braves. A big doubleheader sweep for the Dodgers. In the American League, the Yankees by 4 over Cleveland and Washington. Our next game for you tomorrow will be Brooklyn and the Braves. From Ebbets from Braves Field in Boston. Noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. Thank you so much for hanging in there for an hour and 55 minutes. I'm Ron Juckett. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you tomorrow for more baseball. Good night, everybody.